Alright, video 2. We'll open this up and take it apart. So this is a pretty easy conversion. This will be my second one I've done. It's real simple. I had to figure out a few things on the first one that were causing me trouble, like the drive gears on the tracks. It comes with little rubber pieces to put on the tracks. I just throw those away, I don't use them. It also comes with a little hitch for something, so you can tow something with it, I guess. I just left those off the back of it. It's also got a ripper. It does not weigh nearly enough to be able to use the ripper, so I just leave it off also. You can leave it on there for looks if you want to. But it just pops off with a little tab on the bottom. How does that work? Down or up? Goes up. Down it goes. So this just pops off the back, and you can put this in its place also. It goes down in there. But I choose to not use those. Put them over here for now. So it's pretty easy to get these apart once you get them apart the first time. There's my little screwdriver. You'll need a little screwdriver to pry some of the tabs apart. Some of them you can leave apart. See, look at this. This bulldozer wasn't even assembled properly. See, this side is in the groove where it belongs. This side is popped out. So I'll have to fix that once I get in there. So there's a tab here. This is one tab that you're going to want to keep intact. So you just pry that back a little bit. Until it pops up. And you pull on the side. To get it to pop out. And this one's fighting me. These are definitely not made to take apart, but they will come apart. There we go. There, now I got the little blade bar back in place. So now we got this one pop part way out. There's another one down here. Now this one you don't need to worry about as much because we'll be cutting this off. Yeah, that part will be getting cut completely off of the bulldozer. So in places like that, stick the screwdriver down in here and break the little tab off, because we don't need that tab. That whole piece is getting cut off. So now that that's loose, there's one more up under the tracks here. Now you have to put the screwdriver in it and push down on it, I believe. That's how it is. To get that one to pop out. There, that one's free. So once you do that, you can pull this piece the rest of the way off. It just pops off the 3 little tabs. Now this one that was on the bottom, we'll be cutting that off to clear parts of what we have to modify on the drive gears. Once you got that off, you can pull the tire off. You can undo the tracks if you want to, you don't have to. That part, that's up to you. And they're kind of a pain to get back together. This one, that came out of the back, we don't need that anymore. Set that off to the side. This one for the front, we need that one, so don't lose that. So we've got to remove this piece from the other side now. Alright, we're back. We got the tracks off. Next part we got to take off is the top. This is a bit tricky at times. see, we can get rid of these little cylinders. Don't need them. Just take the gray parts off for now. Oop. Oh, that one's gone. And the blade does move side to side, but the bulldozers don't weigh enough or get good enough traction that it even moves it while you're pushing. My current one, I've used it with it tipped sideways, but I prefer to leave it straight. This one I might put a screw in it so that it has to stay straight. We'll see once I get to that point. So next we got to remove the top. So there's a tab here. There's a tab here. If you can see that, there's one on each side. And there's also a tab here, which I broke that one off on my other one for ease of disassembly. You don't need that many tabs on here to hold it together. And there's two hidden back here under the stickers, but there's a trick to those where you don't have to take the stickers off or get to them. I'll show you that when we get to it. First we'll start off with these ones that I removed just for ease of disassembly. You gotta pry that down in there and push it down. And get under it. Pry that up. Definitely not made to take apart. And this guy will push it in. I think that's how it comes apart. Alright, this is going to be a battle, just like it was the first time. Pry it this way first. Push that down. Wish I could show you this a little bit better. It's hard to get in there. So now they're opened up on both sides. That part's ready to come apart. I'm going to get these other really difficult ones. The really hard ones are these ones here. See if I can even do this up here. Make sure, yeah, that one's. So I got this one started, it's just barely popped up there. I need to get one of these front ones popped up. And these very front ones you want to be careful with, because they like to, this little strip of plastic up here likes to break. And we don't want to break that. That's the part we need for reattaching the body. But before we put it back together when we're all done, I will show you a trick to make it a little bit easier. Okay, we got that one popped up now. I got two more. You guys can fight with this while, or watch me fight this. Push that in and get it to pop open. Don't want to break it. That's the tab I want. Okay, got it started. There we go. Okay, one more tab. I gotta take it off screen. So we got it pretty much free. Get that a little further now. Sticking the screwdriver in there and prying very gently. So you don't want any of the plastic to break, or you don't want it to break. So you get it up so it's part like that. You can take your little flat screwdriver, stick it up over here in the corner and slide it down. And then if you're gentle, you can get that one to pop past and the top will come off. Okay, that is the most difficult part of the whole project, is taking the top off. Now with the batteries I use, I don't have room to keep the interior in the cab of the Bulldozer. So I take this out and set it aside. If you've got batteries that you can make fit in here and hide real well when it's all done, that's great. If you can manage to get this back in there, that would be awesome. I just don't have batteries small enough to be able to do that. So right now, we don't need to modify this at all. We'll just set the top aside. Now the bottom, you want to take, I like to pop these off just to get them out of the way. And I don't use them on there. They have a tendency of binding up, I've noticed, and they don't want to come off, or they don't want to close when they need to close. So for ease of building, we're going to pop the blade off, which is these two little tabs in the bottom. This is probably the easiest disassembly on the whole Bulldozer. Just taking the blade off. Got some trimming we need to do in there too. Okay, we got the blade off. Easiest part of trimming. Easiest part. Take this. There's a little nub here, here, and here. Shave those off with a razor knife. They are for holding the blade in place since it's a toy. It's the little detent spots to hold the blade up so when you're not using it, it stays up. Alright, on one side, you get the point. Cut the little nubs off, both sides. There's 3 nubs on each side. Next, I want to take the bottom. The bottom, I need, I'll just scratch it on here with this. I want to cut this off smooth with the bottom of this. Here, let me check my other one. Nope, we don't want to cut that. Don't cut that there. We're going to cut it across this flat spot here up to here, and then cut so that we leave the side and cut this side off, the inside of it off, all the way up to here, and just cut it off in here for now and worry about that later. So that's your first video for now. We'll just worry about cutting on the next video. Don't cut anything yet. I'll probably upload all these videos really close together so that they're so it's easy to follow along. If you've got everything you've got already. If you've got everything you need already. So thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Please subscribe and please like. Thanks for watching.